Hello everyone, we are working with 18 gauge wire 20 centimeters length. We are going to be using a flat nose plier to make the bends. Let's start with first bend at 6 centimeters and the next 4 bends we will be making at 2 centimeters each. We are not going to be making a sharp bend, so just make slow bends and make sure that they are all uniform and equally sized. What I'm doing is I'm using the tip of the plier to make the bends. So in total we have 5 bends. Once you finish making these 2 centimeter bends, you'll have equal sized wires on both sides. If you're unsure about the number of bends or if you're confused, my suggestion is to try out on a thinner wire, 26, 24, and then you can go for the actual piece. What we are doing now is we are opening up the bends. So like I said before, I always work with thinner wires because I don't want to waste wires. So thinner wires are easier for practice. So once you open up the bends, all you need to do is make the 2 bends meet and your petals will form slowly. So with this design you can make multiple petals. I'm just showing you 4 petals for this design, but you can make flowers also with the same design. And make sure that they are straightened out and they are all equidistant. It will become easier and look very nice. So what we have done is the other wire we have bended it close to the flowers. And now we are going to take the balance wires and shape it on top. I'm making it a longer oval because this is a pendant. I'll be making earrings too. And it is time to hammer. Always turn your piece on the back side and hammer it. And if you see how I'm holding the hammer, it's straight, it is not slanting. And that's the best tip for clean and neat look without any scratches. I'm going to be using a steel wool to clean up the naturally oxidized 18 gauge wire that I used to make this. It's nice and beautiful. I don't like to use chemicals, so I naturally try to avoid liver of sulfur as much as I can and try to make sure that my wire is oxidized naturally. Now we are going to be looping the top ends, so this will help to add a bail. I'm using step 1 on the 6-step bail plier. Once I do that, I'm going to be straightening out the top ends with the tip of the plier. So we're just going to hold the tip and straighten it out on both sides. This will help the chain settle down easily into the bail. And this is how it looks before we're going to be adding any bead. So I'm using this teardrop crystal bead. It's got 2 holes drilled in it. I like this color, so I thought I could use this, and that's how we're going to be setting it up. I'm using 22 gauge wire to wrap this bead, and just I'm leaving 2 centimeters length, and I'm going to add a twist and loop it around. Make sure that it is nice and clean. I'm using a tiny plier to make sure that the wraps are clean. Once you do that, make a right bend, step 1 on the bail plier, and you can wrap the loop. I'm going to be adding it to the frame. You can add it later through too. I'm adding it right away, and you can start wrapping. You can start wrapping it as much as you want, because the more you wrap it, the more it will give an intricate look. So we kind of like keep on wrapping it till the we reach the top drilled part. Just go slowly, and then you bring it around the top and wrap it right on top, very nice and snugly. And that is how it falls. It's very pretty and cute. I like the color. We can add any copper chain or any thread that you like. A cute black leather thread also could look good on this, but I like copper chain. And that's how the pendant ended. There is one more hole below. If you want, you can add another bead. I will be adding a small cute yellow bead just to give a different look too. And now to start off with the earrings, we are just going to make side loops, and I decided to keep the oval shape a little wider, and we have wrapped the same crystal bead earlier, which I'm going to connect, and it's as simple as that. We will need some jump rings for these earrings to be connected to the ear wires. So 2 jump rings with one at the top for the ear wire, and you're good to go. They've turned out really beautiful, and I'm in love with the whole set. I hope you try to make it too. Thank you.